Hey everybody, it's Becky. I'm excited to finally bring you the other half of my office, which is my desk space and all the things that I need just for keeping up with our personal finances and bookwork, and then also my teacher's manuals and supplies and things like that for our homeschooling life. I showed you our updated homeschool room tour and organization a couple weeks ago, and so today I'm sharing my side of the office, which I have never shared. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos coming up. And not to waste any more time, let's get into the tour of my office. So I have these open shelves that are right here in the corner of my desk. I can move it up and down. So right here, I just keep some Disney stuff in here. I used to have all Disney theming in here, but I have since moved all that stuff out. But I did keep these few things in here. I have my Lumiere that I got at Disney World this year, my Minnie Mouse, which is actually a garden statue I found at Gordman's. And then this print I ordered online somewhere, and then the frame came from Hobby Lobby. So I just have that up there to have my little touch of Disney. And then down here, I have the girls, whenever they complete assignments, each girl has a tray, and then when these fill up, they go under my desk in their homeschool storage boxes, which you probably have already seen that video of how I store their papers, so they go in there. And then right here, I just have my youngest daughter's All About Reading and All About Spelling flashcards, and in the very back, I have my Velcro dots that I got from Amazon. So there's the bottom of the Velcro and the top. So that stays pretty simple, pretty clean, it's easy to dust, and has worked out really well. To keep my teacher's manuals and all the things I need for homeschooling, I keep it in this cabinet since it's right over my head where I sit. So everything that I have that we're using right now is in this cabinet. So I just have some poly pocket things that I'm using for assignments that I'm preparing for them, but that we're either not ready for yet or that I'm still putting together. This is what I was talking about at the Dollar Tree, and they haven't got them back in this year, but I got these last year, and I love these because they're $1, but they're also like a vinyl pocket organizer. So each side, it's double-sided so that I can put projects in there that I'm working on for them, or things they're not quite ready for yet, that I'm wanting to keep accessible but not really in with their regular curriculum. These are perfect for that, and I've seen them on their website, but they haven't gotten them in my stores yet. So if you all have seen these in your Dollar Trees, let me know because I need more. My Bible, and then the books that we like to read, and then I have my teacher's manual. So I have my Road Trip USA teacher's manual, my IEW teacher's manual, first language lessons, All About Reading, All About Spelling, Math UC, and then this one is the Picture Smart Bible, which we have taken a pause on, but that's the teacher's manual for that. I just have some books that we like to have accessible, either for me or for the girls, some chapter books, and then my daughter's Spanish program, and then some answer books that, like my oldest daughter's teaching textbooks, like Solutions book. I keep that up there. That's in that cabinet. On this side, I keep things that I need more of an office nature. So this bin, which actually matches these that are on the top of the cabinets, they came from the Container Store a couple years ago. Those are the large size. Those house like our bookwork that is out of date, like past records. And this is the smaller size, and so I keep all of my office supplies in here. So extra paper clips and ink cartridges and my pens and binder clips and all those things go in here. This little DVD portfolio, I just keep the computer and camera software discs, so if I need to like reinstall something, I have those. This is a photo box I got at Hobby Lobby that I keep pictures in that I need to file in our photo albums, and then I have different types of DVDs and CDRs. And then up here I just have empty binders, extra folders, and extra page protectors. So to the left of me, when I'm sitting at my monitor, the left side of me, these are the cabinets over there. This one is all like paper and greeting cards and things like that. This is supposed to have printer paper, which obviously it's empty. I have extra notebook paper, and then all of my greeting cards are in another Hobby Lobby photo box, and they're just organized by category. There's little tabs in there, and then I have the envelopes in the back. I have extra clipboards, all of my colored paper and cardstock, and then I have more colored paper here. This is all like decorative paper, so like I have cloud paper and snowflakes. I've got some Halloween paper up there, and that's there, and then some decorative scrapbook paper. At the very top, I just have some little notebooks for the girls, like little tiny spirals and things like that. And then this thing has their extra spirals and extra legal pads. And then over here is just printer paper for like photo printing and things like that. And then the other cabinet, I have all of our memorabilia and things like that. Well, I'll tell you what I mean. It's not really memorabilia, but well, some of it is. I mentioned in my traditions with my kids video, I think it was, that each girl has a memory box. So it holds things that a baby book will not hold, like locks of hair or teeth or baby bracelets and things like that. So their baby books are up here, but these boxes, each girl has her own shelf. So this is my oldest daughter's and this is my youngest daughter's. And then this little bin here on each side, that's just for things when those things come in, I don't take the time necessarily to put it in the box. Those are things that I put in there. Each girl has their own box, and then once it gets full, I can transfer it or whatever. But those are in there. And then up here, I just have, my husband and I both have a box for our greeting cards that people and the kids give us. The girls have theirs in their rooms, which is where they wanted to keep them. And then these are just cards that I need to file. I have a little Dollar Tree bin in there. I can just toss the card in there and file it whenever I get a chance to do it. And then these are, like I said, they're baby books. These I have turned around backwards, but every year I write the girl a note on their birthday, and I'm keeping them in these binders, and then when they're 18, I'm going to give them the binder, and they can read all about my thoughts and feelings and things that they did and stuff like that. And so that is in that same video, and I'll link it below. And then each girl has her own school book, which we don't use a whole lot since we do homeschool, but I do take a picture at the beginning of the year and things like that, so I have those in there. Down here at the bottom, ignore my trash can, I have 3 cabinets on each, or 3 drawers on each side with a filing cabinet on the bottom. So on the left side, I keep all of my USB cords and earbuds and memory cards and camera chargers and cameras. And my camcorder should be here, the one I'm using now, and then I have an extra camcorder and my old Canon Rebel. And just things like that. And so for the earbuds, I actually organized them in this, which that one's not screwed on, but it's one of those like bead containers where they screw in together. And I forgot where I got this, probably Michael's. But I just put the earbuds in there and they screw in together, and then it all connects, and so those stay in there. The second drawer is all kind of like cards and things, and I wanted it to be over on the left side where, because you know the greeting cards are on the left cabinet. I wanted the things that I might put in a greeting card in this left side. And some of these things are for my girls when I write them notes at night a lot of times. I mentioned that before in that same video, I think. This all has like cute little things I've clipped out of magazines and pictures and stuff. Sometimes I give them one of those, and sometimes I print them something off the internet. But this all has like the little notes and things that I can leave them at nighttime. And then I have all my stickers. So I have smiley faces and puppies. So this whole bin is just nothing but stickers that they haven't seen for the most part, that I can use to put on cards for them, or cards for anybody really, but cards for them especially. And then I just have some reward dollars over here that I got at the Dollar Tree, some extra raffle tickets. It probably is weird that I have my nail supplies in here, but I paint my nails in the living room every Saturday, and so sometimes I go ahead and get a head start on that, and I'll like paint a coat on my nails while I'm at the computer working or something. And so I keep my nail polish supplies and bases and top coats down here, and then my actual colors stay upstairs, but just all the basics stay down here in this drawer. I know it's kind of random. In the back, I have all my little cute paper punches. So I've got like stars and paw prints and Tinkerbell and a big giant one and a Mickey Mouse one, which I love. It's upside down. And then back here, I just have, again, things that we'd use for a card. So I have confetti in this top part. And at the bottom is all of my decorative and washi tape. So I keep that in there. The drawer beneath that is really just extra storage. It's where right now I'm keeping my purse. It is where I keep my Swiffer pads for our Swiffer that we use in here to clean up after school every day. And then I just have extra legal hanging folders. I used to hang my bookwork papers legally like this way, and then in my other drawer, which you will see a peek of, I use letter size folders now. So these are just extra, and then the very back I have extra poly folders that are empty. On the right side, I have basically everything I need, just my supplies. So I have a long tray here from Dollar Tree. It's got all my scissors, an extra flash drive, and then all of my hole punches. In the very back, I have push pins, brads, and then larger binder clips. And the smaller binder clips stay up here next to the paper clips. But in the back, I have all that, my large packing tape dispenser and a tape measure and a stapler. I have my whiteout here, my tape dispenser here, my permanent markers next to my binder clips. And basically what this is one long tray. It's a double tray from Container Store, but I didn't need this extra room on here on the end. So I found these little tiny trays from Container Store, and they just fit right in there over top. So it takes up a lot of, it uses that extra space, and then it comes up a little bit, so it's making the most of the vertical space in the drawer as well as the horizontal space. So I've got my permanent markers here, my extra staples, and then these are all like adhesives and flags and things like that. So I have my fancy little paperclip flags, the adhesive flags, different types of those, my adhesive tape that I use to hang posters on our wall in our homeschool room, and then just paper clips there. The one behind it is all my pens and pencils, and then just binder rings, which I love these things. So I've got a whole bunch of different sizes of those. And then highlighters and my flare markers and rubber bands, which I need to get some more of. So in this drawer, I just basically have all of my mostly paper and banking supplies. I have my envelopes, stamps, and address labels. I have an address stamp, which is upside down, so my address doesn't show, and then just coin wrappers. I have all my post-it notes and notepads in this bin, so I've got extra blank index cards and all my post-it notes of different sizes. And back here I just have some file folder labels and extra tabs for their hanging folder. I have my banking information, so extra check registers and the registers I'm using now. Change that just happens to be thrown around, I'll put in there. Like if I get change and I go to the store, I will put it in there, and then when that fills up, I can go ahead and wrap it up and take it to the bank. And then I just have my extra store reward cards, because you know most of the time they can look it up by your phone number, or maybe you have the one that goes on your keys, but I wanted to keep the larger ones, so they're all in here. I have my labeler back here, and then my 3-hole punch is right there. And then I have this little bin right here, which just came from a restaurant. It's like a takeout bin. But I keep batteries in there for my mouse because I go through batteries really quickly. So that's that drawer. And the next drawer I'm not going to show you a whole lot of, and I actually will probably show you from the back, just because it's all of my personal information. But as you can see, like I was talking about before, I would use the legal size hanging folders, and they would take up the whole width of the drawer, and that wasn't really necessary. So I switched to letter size, and that gives me a little bit of room in the back, which is where I keep my coupon, little coupon things for when I go shopping. But basically, as you can see, the turquoise here is all the hanging folders, and so they're all alphabetized by category. And I've been able to pare down. I used to have so many different categories, and I've really been able to pare down and just have what I need right here. And it's really easy too, because I get the poly file folders, and that way when I make a label and I end up having to change something, I don't have to, it doesn't destroy the folder when you tear the label off. It's really easy to just print another one, tear it off, and it doesn't mess up the folder, which is one reason why I switched from printing my folder labels. I used to print them, but then it's harder with my new printer to get it lined up right. So I just use my labeler, my label maker that I showed you, and just make that kind of a label. And with the poly folders, it's really easy to change if something changes. So that is my filing system. So as you can see, I have really everything I'm going to need on a day-to-day basis at my fingertips, whether that be my teacher's manuals for homeschooling or the things that I use in my daily office work and paperwork and things like that. I've gotten the system pretty much exactly the way that I need it to be, where it functions well and it's easy to put things back, it's easy to find things, and it's been working really well for me. I got this custom desk put in probably 6 years ago, probably. Of course, when I did have the desk built, we didn't homeschool back then. But it's been really the perfect thing to have for me to keep my homeschooling things in one spot, and then all the things I need on an everyday basis in the drawers and other cabinets and things like that. So I hope you found this video interesting and helpful and motivational to maybe get your desk space cleaned up. It's so much easier to work when you have things organized and you know where things are and you know where they belong. So I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.